Wesley.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Vernon.
Vernon?
Vernon, like Mount Vernon.
Oh, that's one of my favorite names.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Okay,
Vernon Jordan.
Well, that is famous. I'm not quite that famous yet, but maybe one day. But anyway, I'm a team member with the Humanities Truck. And as you can see, we deal with certain issues concerning humanity. And of course, changing things for the better. And we're compiling these interviews for the archive. Okay, so.
This is Cinnamon.
Yes, Cinnamon was the interview. Okay, I heard you, Cinnamon. And these interviews that we put in the archive, I mean, we're going to share with hopefully the world.
Oh, wow.
But anyway, we're asking everyone this question.
Okay.
And it's a very broad question, but let's just get right to it. Let you know. Okay, it says everyone has something they have worked on in their life. Okay? What is something valuable you have contributed to and can share with others? When thinking about the work you have done in your life thus far, what are you proud of? What can you point to?
I'm originally from Oklahoma, and I'm very proud of myself that I escaped racism and bigotry and segregation. I'm an American Indian. Of course, that's nothing, but when I was a young girl, I was always profiled and made fun of and spit on. And I'm glad that I got the gumption to flee at 16 and come to Washington, D.C. and start my career, well, after college.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and it's a very oppressive state now. And I'm just so proud. But I went on to school and majored in foreign relations and languages, and I served in the United States Army, and I was trained as a Russian linguist. I went to school for 2.5 years, and then I also was accepted, and I worked for the United States Army as a Russian linguist, primarily in Germany, and I loved the language, and then I traveled a great deal around the world, and I also worked on Capitol Hill for a U.S. Senator to continue on with the foreign relations aspect of my interest. And so I saw the legislative branch, and then I felt like I wanted to study more languages, and I really wanted to. I love writing and I love translating, and so I really felt like that I wanted to go in that direction again. So I was blessed to get a job with the National Security Agency, who sent me to school after school to learn Arabic. And it's just given me wonderful opportunities, and the jobs that I've held there, you could just shut your eyes and point your finger, and there are just so many wonderful opportunities at that agency, at the intelligence agencies. And I serve my country, and I just feel very strongly that I want to give back to the world, to my nation and to the world, and to make a difference. And I hope in a small way I made a difference in the world.
I'm sure you have. Made a difference
I don't know.
Made a difference in my life. This encouragement I can get because you came a long way. And that's something to be very proud of. And you should share that more.
I don't. I don't share that the bigotry and the hatred and you know, I was always put in the back of the room and always given. I'm just treated like dirt. Just absolute. They don't treat at that time. They didn't treat the American Indians. You were very much profiled, and I didn't get the opportunities. And I'm so glad that I don't know what was inside me, but something I'd always wanted to leave and seek a better life, and hopefully I want to live a life of justice, and I'm trying to teach my children to be children of the world and be citizens of the world, and they've now taken that on themselves, and they travel the world, and I just think that it's just so important. So, and I've also, and I'm the greatest, I'm most proud of now is my activism, and my activism, my political activism.
Your activism.
That I'm most proud of right now.
Okay.
And it was before Donald Trump, but this dog and I have been in 20 protests, I told you, since Trump assumed office, and I just met a friend at Black Lives Matter over there that I met in Tulsa, because I went to the Tulsa Greenwood area, and she was exhibiting at the Library of Congress, and we struck up a friendship, and then I happened to see her over there today. So isn't it a small world, you know, because activists kind of congregate in the same places. So,
yes, it was meant to be.
But the injustice of the world is just heartbreaking, and the police brutality and the black line. I just feel drawn to that right now, and more.
Okay, great.
And anyway, that's all.
Yeah. Well,
it's important. It's important.
To be proud of. If I was a linguist, I would be very proud. And just for the record, how many languages do you speak?
6.
6 languages.
And some I use at work and some I don't. But you know. The only way you understand people is if you live in their culture, you experience them and you live there, and then you learn their language. And you can never be, the linguist that you want. You can never rise to that, because you'll never be a native. But I try, and I pass that on to my children, which I'm very proud of. The love of languages and travel, but mostly justice. And trying to see the world through someone else's eyes, trying, you know, that's really important to me. That's really important. And speaking up, and I just saw this justice, the work at AFL-CIO, and I just was reading about in the New York Times, how that's becoming more, more of a topic for people to engage in. With the working class and the middle class. It is. And it's becoming front and center again, which is really wonderful.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you so much.